Beloved brother, beloved sister, a new day is dawning under God's loving watch. And today, this prayer leads us into the shelter of the Most High, the safe place where the soul finds rest, protection, and strength to overcome. Psalm 91 rises before our faith like a spiritual fortress, a living promise of deliverance, refuge, and loving care for those who trust in the Lord. Psalm 91:1 declares, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." These words do not speak of weak, distant, or temporary protection. They proclaim the care of a God who watches over your coming and your going, sees the hidden traps, removes dangers before they draw near, and covers with his mighty hand all who take refuge in him. When the road seems surrounded by threats, God calls you closer. When hidden snares, envy, attacks, silent dangers and battles arise to weaken your journey, the Lord stands as your shield. The same God who protects in secret also answers at the appointed time. He watches over your home, your steps, your family, your work, your decisions, and everything you have placed before him in prayer. Leave your name in the comments, along with the name of someone who needs God's protection, deliverance, and care. Write it with faith, presenting that life before the Lord. Also subscribe so we can walk together in prayer every day, seeking refuge in the Father's presence and strengthening our trust in his divine promises. Now, open your heart with complete sincerity. Whoever dwells in the secret place of the Most High is never abandoned in the middle of the battle. Lord my God, I enter this prayer acknowledging that my life needs your shelter. I place myself beneath your protection and ask that your mighty hand cover my steps, my home, my family, and everything before me today. Guard me from hidden snares, deliver me from all evil. Surround my path with your shield, and make your loving care the safe place where I find strength, peace, deliverance, and victory. The soul that chooses to live close to God finds a refuge the world can never offer. Near the Most High, the weary heart no longer carries hidden burdens. The mind finds quietness, faith begins to breathe again, and life receives a peace that settles like holy care. The shadow of the Almighty covers wounds, protects every path, warms fading hope, and strengthens from within those who have been trying to stay strong for far too long. Beloved Father, I step into this promise like someone who has finally found a safe place to rest. Before you, my soul does not need to explain itself, hide its weariness, or pretend that everything is fine. You know my hurried moments, my worries, my quiet fears, my restless nights, my difficult decisions, and the places in my heart that still need to be touched by your mercy. I come near to your shelter, longing for peace, protection, healing, and direction. Lord, teach my heart to dwell in your secret place. I want to remain close to you in sincerity, without living a hurried faith or seeking rest only when my strength has reached its limit. May your presence become my daily dwelling, the place where I always return, my deepest security. Guard my mind from worries that try to grow in silence. Calm my emotions with your voice. Pour out grace over the places where my soul has become hardened by struggles, disappointments, and the weariness of the journey. Most High God, place your hand upon my life in a way that I recognize deep within. Bring order to my heart, gather my scattered strength, illuminate my confused thoughts, heal the wounds that still ache when no one else notices. Give rest to my heart when responsibilities seem too great to bear. May your shadow cover me with tenderness and power, like a holy shelter over a life that needs to be guarded, lifted up, and renewed. Make my heart a place visited by your peace and transformed by your love. May my home be surrounded by your care. May my steps be guided by your wisdom. May my choices be washed by your light. I need your protection over what I see, over what I do not see, over what still lies ahead, and over everything that only you can reach. My strength has limits, but your hand remains steadfast. My vision is limited, but your eyes see the entire path. Father, from your shelter, a deeper confidence is born. My soul no longer wants to live driven by fear, hurry, or an exhausted imagination. I draw near to you to learn a steadier rest, a purer courage, a peace that does not depend on the things that change around me. You are calling me to trust you with my whole heart, not with memorized words, but with a sincere surrender that is living, genuine, and matured by your presence. Psalm 91:2 declares, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. My God, this truth touches my life with power. You are my refuge when I need to rest without guilt. You are my fortress when I need to stand firm. You are the God in whom I trust when my vision is limited, when waiting becomes heavy, and when the path calls for faithful steps before any visible sign appears. My Father, there are fears that weary the soul before the battle even begins. There are thoughts that try to steal peace before the morning dawns. But your strength calls me to another place, a place of steadfastness, shelter, wisdom, and protection. I want to trust you in the middle of my decisions, in the silence before the answers, in the waiting of every process, in the care of my home, in the direction of my path, and in everything that still rests before your eyes. Clothe my heart with spiritual courage. Breathe over me a peace that passes through my mind and reaches my deepest emotions. Heal the part of my story that has learned to expect the worst. Restore the sensitivity of my faith. Wash my memories with mercy. Let no worry occupy the sacred place of trust. Let no fear take the place of your promise within me. You are my fortress. This truth lifts me up. You are my refuge. This certainty keeps me safe. You are my God. This covenant sustains my life. I do not depend on the strength of my own understanding in order to rest. I depend on your hand, your love, your guidance, your protection, and your grace. You know the entire journey. You know every turn, every danger, every deliverance I will need, and every answer my soul cannot yet see. Guard me with your watchful love. Protect my home, my path, and my mind. Deliver me from decisions that seem harmless but would lead to pain. Keep far from me words that bring confusion, environments that drain my peace, and relationships that weaken my faith. May your care reach me before exhaustion, before deception, and before any step that tries to steal the serenity you are shaping within me. Father, care for the most vulnerable part of my soul, the part that has learned to stay on alert, that is startled by change, that overthinks before it can rest, that tries to predict loss in order to protect itself. I need healing in that deep place. Teach me to live with discernment without carrying fear in my heart. Teach me to trust in your protection with confidence, like a child safely held by a father who knows every detail of the journey. My God, send your help into the places my eyes cannot see. May heaven move on my behalf in every meeting, every conversation, every journey, every decision, and every season of waiting. May your angels watch over me with holy care. May your mercy gently turn me away from everything that would bring wounds, confusion, spiritual delay, or unnecessary burdens. My life needs that unseen protection, steady, quiet, and overflowing with love. Cover my heart with an enduring peace, a peace that walks with me throughout this day, reminding my soul that I am being cared for even in the details I cannot understand. May my faith breathe more freely under your protection. May my mind find rest in your guidance. May my home receive the touch of your presence. May my decisions bear the mark of your wisdom and the seal of your protection. Place your shield over my life, your light upon my path, and your mercy over every part of my story. You see before I notice. You prepare before I ask. You sustain me before my strength begins to fail. My heart rests in this deep assurance. Your deliverance is already at work in places my eyes cannot yet reach, and your protection lovingly leads me through difficult hours without allowing me to lose my peace. Psalm 91:14 carries this promise from your heart. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Father, I hold tightly to this word with all sincerity. You deliver those who love you. You protect those who know your name. This truth comes over my need like healing balm and renewed strength. Your promise does not ignore my anguish. It enters into it with light, help, and your abiding presence. Deliver me, Lord, from everything that tries to weaken my hope. Deliver me from confusion that steals clarity, from weariness that robs my joy, from anxiety that tightens my breathing, and from pain that tries to harden my heart. Place your hand upon my home, my mind, my relationships, my path, and everything that needs to be touched by your power. May your mercy arrive before the damage, before deep exhaustion, before the wrong decision, before the hurtful word. Father, stay with me through difficult hours in a way my soul can truly recognize. Give me calmness to endure what still requires time. Give me wisdom to act without haste. Give me courage to keep going without losing tenderness. May your deliverance come gently whenever I need to be quietly preserved, and come with power whenever the situation calls for a clear answer from your hand. You know exactly the measure of care my heart needs. My God, may anguish never have the final voice within me. Let your love speak more deeply. Let your peace find room in the center of my pain. May my cry rise to you without masks, without rehearsed words, without fear of seeming small. I trust the God who hears, answers, protects, and honors. My life rests upon this promise, and my heart begins to pass through difficult hours, upheld by the deliverance that flows from your presence. My God, here I am with you, remembering everything I have already placed into your hands. My heart longs for a life filled even more with your light. I'm not asking for a life without challenges, but for a life filled with purpose, true peace, pure hope, and joy born from your salvation. I want to live in such a way that my soul does not merely survive each day, but flourishes beneath your grace. Father, touch the part of my story that has lost its brightness over time. Breathe new life into my good dreams, into my desire to begin again, and into the simple joy that is so often hidden beneath life's responsibilities. Teach me to receive your promises without anxious haste, with an open heart and steady feet upon the right path. May my life be nourished by your goodness, not by the constant pressure to prove my own strength. I want to experience your salvation reaching into my daily life, salvation in my thoughts, my choices, the way I care for my own soul, and the way I look toward the future. May your love teach me to live with greater peace, deeper gratitude, wiser judgment, and lasting rest. May my home receive the sweetness of your peace. May my days bear the mark of your loving care. May my steps carry the quiet confidence of one who belongs to the everlasting God. Father, give me a mature hope, a hope that does not depend on excitement and does not fade when answers come slowly. Give me a hope that is steady, peaceful, and sustained by the certainty that you are leading my story with mercy. Heal the weariness that has tried to extinguish my expectation. Restore the trust that has been wounded by delays. Rekindle within me the desire to live with faith, beauty, purpose, and fellowship with you. My God, satisfy my soul with the things that come from heaven. Fill every empty place with your peace. Replace comparison with contentment. Replace striving with gratitude. Replace heavy burdens with true rest. Teach me to treasure the small signs of your presence, to recognize your blessings in the little things, to celebrate the care that sustains me, and to walk with a heart that is whole. Your salvation is life within my life. It is light shining through my choices, grace covering my story, and love raising up my hope. Keep this holy, quiet, and profound joy alive within me. May my next steps always be guided by this certainty. You not only protect me in difficult days, but you also call me to live with fullness, peace, honor, and a hope that continues to grow in your presence. The voice of the psalm declares, "Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence." This word rises like a shield before me, like a fortress surrounding my home, like a sword of light against every trap prepared in the darkness. Lord, No hidden snare escapes your eyes. No secret scheme can stand before your authority. No work of darkness has permission to touch what is kept secure by the Most High God. Rise on my behalf and surround my steps with your mighty protection. Station your angels at the entrances of my home, along every path I travel, in every conversation that comes to me, over every opportunity that knocks at my door, and in every place I go. May every trap set against my life be dismantled before it can come near me. May every malicious word fall powerless. May every hidden plan lose its direction. May every arrow fired against me meet your shield and return empty, without effect, without power, and without success. Lord of hosts, cut every invisible cord of the traps prepared against my journey. Remove from my path every false relationship, every dangerous invitation, every corrupted road, every table where deception waits, and every alliance that seeks to lead me into loss, shame, or downfall. Guard me from those who smile with hidden motives, from those who offer help while seeking their own gain, and from those who use pleasant words to open the door to evil. Your justice knows every hidden intention. Your mighty hand reveals, separates, blocks, and delivers. Father, may the powers of darkness find a wall of fire surrounding my life. May evil find no opening in my home, my plans, my work, my relationships, my possessions, my family, or in anything you have entrusted to my care. Cover my doors with deliverance. Cover my windows with protection. Cover my table with blessing. Wherever poison has been prepared, pour out healing. Wherever an ambush has been set, send deliverance. Wherever envy has been aimed against me, answer it with honor. I ask that your light go before me like fire. May it burn away the cords of hidden snares, tear apart the nets of wickedness, and expose every secret work intended to harm me. No enemy is greater than your power. No opposing force is higher than your name. No shadow can remain when you arise. Your hand makes a way in the middle of the battle, keeps my feet from falling, and sets a boundary wherever evil has tried to advance. I cry out for divine intervention against every trap prepared in silence. Intervene in conversations that seek to stain my name, in places where decisions are being made against me, and in hidden motives concealed behind polite words and pleasant gestures. Intervene in opportunities that carry loss. Intervene in paths that appear favorable but have been laid to weaken me. Lord, untie every knot, close every wrong door, and raise up your protection where my eyes cannot reach. Guard me from open enemies and hidden enemies alike. Guard me from those who attack from afar, from those who watch in silence, from those who desire my downfall, from those who place stumbling blocks in my path, and from those who draw near to corrupt what you are building in my life. Your justice is strong and perfect. Put everything in its rightful place. Remove from my path those who come to wound me. Keep away those who seek to steal my peace. Break the power of every word spoken against me, and turn every accusation into a testimony of your protection. Let no snare close around me. Let no net capture me. Let no spiritual pit receive my steps. Let no ambush succeed. May every trap prepared against my home be shattered to the ground. May every evil sent against my family be stopped by your shield. My God, I do not walk through this battle alone. You go before me as the undefeated warrior. You guard my back as my faithful protector. You surround me on every side like a living wall. Place firmness beneath my feet and direction before my eyes. My life belongs to the God who delivers, heals, restores, protects, and honors. What was prepared to bind me will become my deliverance. What was raised to shame me will fall before your justice. What came to delay my steps will lose its power before your command. Consecrate the territory of my home. Let no darkness remain within my dwelling. May every room be surrounded by your light. Guard every entrance. Cover every night with your care. May every sunrise bring renewal, protection, and victory. Wherever my name is spoken with malice, let your justice answer. Wherever my life is watched with envy, let your shield arise. Wherever there is an attempt to diminish me, let your honor cover me. Wherever there is a desire to see me fall, let your deliverance keep me standing. Place your seal upon my path. Cancel every road that leads to loss. Turn my feet away from places filled with corruption. Remove from my table every person sent to confuse, drain, accuse, or weaken me. Strengthen my choices with wisdom from above. Set holy boundaries between me and every influence that carries darkness. May my life remain hidden in the secret place of the Most High, where the enemy looks but cannot reach, searches but cannot find, prepares but cannot touch. The battle belongs to the Lord, and I take refuge in your strength. Your mighty hand moves before evil can advance. Your name is lifted high before the trap can close. Your protection surrounds my home before danger arrives. Your mercy covers me before any harm can take shape. I walk beneath your shield, established in your righteousness, guarded by your deliverance and surrounded by your glory, while every hidden snare, every work of darkness, and every enemy's intention loses its power before the authority of the living God who protects me. Your love becomes my safe place after seasons of deep weariness. Your presence gathers together what has been scattered, strengthens what has grown weak, and teaches my soul to live with less fear. You cover me with grace, surround me with mercy, and sustain me with goodness. My life receives this holy comfort and begins to walk in greater security, prepared to face both the dangers of the night and the challenges of the day with a peace that comes from you alone. Lord, teach me to walk through each day with a calmness that comes from heaven. May I never be guided by fear, threats, or the expectation of losing control. Give me a steady faith that can breathe under pressure, choose wisely, and remain attentive to your voice. May difficult news, tense situations, and unexpected worries never steal the rest you are shaping within my life. My God, draw my attention back to what is true. Whenever troubled thoughts begin to grow, may your presence bring order to my mind. Whenever fear tries to create images before their time, let your mercy set its limits. Whenever anxiety tries to turn small signs into great threats, may your spirit restore my clarity, wisdom, and confidence. I want to live with open eyes, but with a guarded heart. You know the anxious thoughts that come in the middle of the night, the fears that arise during the day, the worries that arrive uninvited, and the burdens that try to follow every step I take. Breathe your rest into those places. Let my breathing return to the rhythm of faith. Wash my memories with hope. Renew my courage without taking away my tenderness. May your protection reach the places where my thoughts grow weary. Father, establish my life in a peace that is not fragile, a peace rooted in your presence, grounded in truth and filled with spiritual strength. May it remain when circumstances change, when answers are delayed, and when unexpected pressures arise. Surround my home with this holy rest. Illuminate my path with the security that comes from you. Teach my heart to rest without surrendering to fear. Your hand sustains me in the darkness and in the full light of day. Danger loses its power when you stand at the center of my trust. Every threat loses its voice when your word nourishes my faith. My soul receives a deeper calm. My eyes are lifted with hope. My steps remain covered by your protection, and my life begins to make the Most High its permanent dwelling, the safest place to remain at all times. I place before you the seed that has been sown in faith into the soil of my life. It was planted through effort, prayer, and courage, small in the eyes of many, yet precious before you. Upon this humble beginning, pour out life, provision, and protection. Guard the roots growing in silence. Protect the fruit that is still hidden. Turn what I have planted into a visible answer, a pure victory, and a harvest marked by your hand. Father, protect what I have planted from the wrong hands, harsh words, and eyes filled with malice. Cover my plans with your shield. Surround my work with wisdom. Guard my home with your deliverance. Set boundaries before those who come to confuse, delay, or weaken my journey. My harvest belongs to you, Lord, and no enemy will have the power to touch the fruit that heaven has prepared. Raise up within me a new kind of courage, the kind that cannot be bought, will not bow to pressure, and never abandons the field in the middle of preparation. Teach me to succeed with integrity, to grow without pride, to prosper without losing purity, and to achieve without harming anyone. My hands long to build with justice. My feet long to walk on righteous paths. My mouth longs to give thanks even before I see the full answer. By your grace, take everything that has been planted in prayer, breathe life into weary efforts, strength into righteous plans, and protection over every opportunity you have sent. Remove from my path every false seed, every corrupted piece of advice, every opportunity that appears beautiful on the outside but hides danger within. Keep close to me only what leads to growth, peace, honor, and victory. Prepare the soil of my life to receive a greater harvest. Remove the hidden stones, pull out the roots of frustration, and cleanse the ground marked by past losses. Breathe fresh strength into my spirit. Give me the discipline to keep going, the wisdom to choose well, and the patience to mature before the harvest comes. Fruit gathered too soon may fall before its time, but whatever grows under your care remains strong, healthy, and blessed. Psalm 91 is a spiritual fortress raised over the life of everyone who chooses to dwell in God. It does not speak of a brief visit to a place of protection, but of remaining there. To dwell is to make your home there. It is to stay close, to return again and again, to rest under the Lord's authority, and to recognize that no earthly shelter can compare to the secret place of the Most High. This psalm reveals a God who covers, delivers, guards, answers, sustains, and honors. It presents a living, powerful, and active protection over those who trust in the Lord with all their hearts. Today, this psalm declares a certainty over my life. I am not left uncovered. You spread your wings over me as a sign of your care, your covenant, and your defense. Under that shelter, my life finds security. Under that covering, my home receives protection. Beneath that mighty shadow, my battles are no longer greater than my faith. Your presence is not weak, distant, or merely symbolic. It is my shield, my fortress, my help, my deliverance, and my answer at the appointed time. A divine message for today. My child, remain under my care. I have not left your life to chance, nor have I left your home without protection. I see the path before your feet ever reach it. I know the snare before it is set. I undo the traps prepared in secret, and I raise up protection where no one else can see. Walk with me today. Place your trust in me. My hand guards what seems small, sustains what appears fragile, and protects everything you have entrusted to my name. And dear Father, I pray that every name written in the comments will be reached by your loving care. Every family, every prayer request, every hidden tear, every silent battle, every home that needs peace, and every person seeking deliverance. Visit each of these lives with healing, guidance, justice, restoration, and hope. May this prayer come as healing balm to those who need to breathe again, and as a call to renewed faith for those who need to trust you once more. Lord, use this video to spread your protection and hope. May everyone who shares this prayer carry a message of life to someone in need. May a family be strengthened. May a troubled heart receive peace. May someone remember to pray again. May someone who hears Psalm 91 feel a fresh desire to remain close to you. May this channel continue to be a place of prayer, comfort, encouragement, and spiritual strength for everyone who longs to walk more closely with your love. I close this prayer with my heart surrendered to your care. May the peace of the Lord guard my mind. May your hand protect my steps. May your grace cover my home. May your love heal every wound that still remains. May your salvation shine upon my story. The Most High is my refuge. The Lord is my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Amen.